Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack. Gators will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Florida's offense will take the field for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time? SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff, and here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Muscling ahead on third and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Right back to the well. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got his man quickly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man in the middle. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. The give to the single back. Running with power. Got enough space. Touchdown, Irish. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. Keeps the legs moving. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Tuggle. Smashes through. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. Now on the counter. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Irish back on offense.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play. He couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds him out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Going up top on 1st down. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. To the ground with the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Tuggle. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Tuggle. He gets it so Parker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tosses it incomplete. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're going to run it. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That is his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Comes out throwing on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's going to pass. It's complete. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Offense getting set for first down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31, Florida, 17.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run, played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll try the counter. Nifty little dance step. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. They'll go to the counter play. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Shakes off the tackler. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back goes in motion. They've been running it, but now the pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tuggle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Hands it off. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. Running toward the tape. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-2. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Stands in and takes the hit. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Florida, 27.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Mung. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man all by himself. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making it honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game, so I like it.
And that ball is picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run it on the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Mung. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for room. It's Tuggle. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sharp. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They try to pop a run on the draw. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score Notre Dame 48, Florida 27.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. The Gators will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. And the ball is picked off.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one.
He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's looking to throw. He stopped almost immediately. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Gators are marching down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Gentry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll throw it on first down. Firing deep. And that pass is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they got it at the 35.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Looking to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice move, creates some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The give to the fullback. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Averill. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the ref. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Irish send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Pulls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Power football with the run. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's another.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He'll pull it on the read. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. They'll leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the move, it's Gentry. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The Gators get it past the sticks. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sure hands, it's sharp. A real mark of experience from this junior. He knew a hit was coming, and he kept those eyes downfield. He'll keep it himself. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. He's now over 150 yards receiving. Might be worth noting that Taylor Jacobs holds a single-game record with 246.
Yeah, and when he's got speed on the outside, find him, bro. I mean, those are guys that are going to make plays. Those are the guys I'm going to feature and continue to find. And so far, he hasn't disappointed. So if I'm Florida, I'm going to keep exploiting that matchup.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Gator! What a grab and go for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Notre Dame, 76. Florida, 44.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
1st down for this offense. Going to the running game. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Going up top on 1st down. Buys a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Feeling some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to savor.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This time he's got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The RPO, it's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Release to the back. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gators line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Give to the running back. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grab behind the line. It's Suggs. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt, and he throws another interception. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Connection to the right. He's off to the races. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice strike, big play in the passing games. I'll tell you what, find your mismatches, find your advantages, what you do well, and do it again. And then again. And then we know how long we do it again. Keep attacking.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
The AT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's a first down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Leaves it with the back. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon's offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. The Ducks will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So Arizona's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staff.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Quick completion to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's McFadden. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They want to just keep throwing it. Avoids pressure. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Arizona right back to the line. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement to that.
He'll get rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll go to the air. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Ducks get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Delivers to contact. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia.
Gets it out fast.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. Oh, what a move! Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the single back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wants to throw. It's McFadden. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When I get inside the 3 on first and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
On second down, just keeps firing. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Bulls his way forward. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Arizona in a hurry. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And the Ducks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to the ground game on the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. 6th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's McFadden. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's down at the 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Looking deep. Fires and picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
So what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking for a crease to the left. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's McFadden. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision here.
Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll ride the hot hand. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's McFadden. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Not a lot of room there. Give them a couple to the 16. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, you make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Dropping back, it's McFadden. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs.
And it's slipped out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Arizona runs out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, big juke to get past. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Out of the gun to give to the back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Leaves it with the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 2nd down coming up.
He's out of bounds at the 38. Brings up 2nd down.
Keeps it on the bootleg. He makes the connection. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This time they'll go to the running game. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap on third down. It's complete to the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Arizona right back to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's McFadden. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now facing a 3rd and long.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Caught. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Going to the run to start this second half. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Second down coming up.
He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Give to the running back. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Escapes trouble. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that 1st drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. He makes a catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On the option. Quick toss. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
49, Arizona, 17.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off-play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Clay. And the short completion brings up second down. They'll try the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And now on third down after that last run. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Third down coming up.
Back to throw, it's McFadden. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Motion from the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking down the middle. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Lindsey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down coming up.
From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The run from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Grab near the marker is Clay. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This offense has a 2nd down play. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Floating away. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Arizona runs out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Flanagan. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The give from the gun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
And 1st down for the offense.
quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. The inside handoff. Got room at the 35. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Might as well give it to him again.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quickly to the tight end. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. How about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Army managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Point had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Arizona! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The give to the back. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Lindsey. Stopped after making the catch. Short completion last play, let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Fires on the run. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They'll go to the ground. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Arizona runs out the punt team. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's McFadden. He looks that one in nicely. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shows him the stiff arm. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Florida.